Hey guys, TiVo2 here. Today, in my TARDIS tutorial, we are going to make a feature. It is simple, somewhat limited functionality, but it works. You know? So, let's get right to it. The feature I want to make today is right here. I've added a new lever. It's basically a feature they have in the Dalek mod already, which is a player locator, which lets you home in on a player's location and go there, basically. So far all I've really done is made a basic cycling system. It's not finished, but you know, it's got the basics, the pressure plates, the armor stand, which is PL for player locator select, and yeah, it'll just go through. And yeah, the thing that is limiting about my version of the system is that you can only have as many players, like different ones to be able to go to, as you make these little slots for. So yeah, you need to add the players yourself. You can't just go to anyone. So if a new person joins your world that, you know, wasn't previously logged into the system, then yeah, you're gonna have to make one for them. It shouldn't be hard as long as you're not like a big server, because then you're kind of screwed, honestly. So yeah, let's do the first thing, which would be just detecting when that lever is turned on. So let's go back to there, and you probably know how to do this by now, but execute if the block tab get those coordinates is a lever which is powered equals true. There you go. You put that in there and it tests for if it's powered or not, and if so, it'll power a comparator as normal. And the comparator, very simply, is going to do something, but we got to figure out real quick what direction do we want this armor stand to move in. So we want it to move this way along here. So let's just press F3. Okay, I'll try it again. There we go. And just see which coordinate gets updated, which is -X looks like when we move this way. So let's just do something like /execute at E name equals PL select, if I can spell, run TP at E name equals PL select. Basically, we're just going to have it execute at itself, teleporting itself the amount of blocks that we said, which would be about -2 on the x-axis. And so now anytime we were to use that control up there, it should teleport it 2 blocks this way, like that, and yeah, it moved it along. And as always with these cycling systems, when it gets to the end of the cycle, we need it to move back to the beginning. So let's make this one teleport it back this way, which would be right here. So we just need to get the coordinates of this block here. So we can just do like set block and then press tab 3 times, and then just get rid of that, and then Control A, Control C, bring it over here, TP at E name equals PL select, and then Control V, and now when it gets to the end, it should take it back to the location. What we're going to do is just have it do this and this. Okay, we really didn't need to get rid of both those blocks. We just need a command block right there behind the thingy, the pressure plate. And okay, we need another one right here. I don't think that'll mess with that. I don't think so. Yeah, we just need to do that on all of these. Just put one there, and we don't need to do that on the last one. Even if you extend this always, this last one, because all it's doing is teleporting it back there, we don't need 2 blocks. But what we do need is each of these blocks on the others. So what we're going to have each of these blocks do basically is this is when we're cycling through which player to teleport to. And yeah, it's very simple. We just go in here and we just do like /tp at e name equals TARDIS dmat to, and then we need to put in the name of the player, like specifically, because again, like I said, this needs to be per specific player. So let's make the first one TiVo2, just because we can. And then in the chat, we'll just have it say TARDIS homing on TiVo2's location. That sounds good, doesn't it? We can do like that, just to make it seem like it's in progress, I guess. Looks cool, I suppose. So yeah, we basically just copy and paste these each. So we do the same thing here, and instead we're going to have it go to someone else. I don't have any more people in my world, but let's just say Darewell, even though he's literally not here, and that might not be his username, I don't really know off the top of my head. But then we just do homing in on Darewell's location. And yeah, you just do that in these remaining 2 spots for more people. And if you want more people logged into the system, then yeah, you just keep making more of these things with the TP and just saying it's homing. Just keep doing that along and along as far as you want, as long as that doesn't despawn, but I don't know. But then just make certain at the end you have one that all it does is teleports it back to the beginning. And yeah, for those of you who I guess just still, even though I've covered it I think twice before, a cycling system, yeah, that's basically how you do it, that's how it works, and in this case this is obviously the player locator one. So let's go back up to the top and see if this thing works. It probably will. I haven't tested it obviously because I just built it. That's what I don't like about not building these beforehand, so that's why I've been doing that lately. So if we just like pull this now, it shouldn't do anything because we're not dematerialized, but it might say in the chat, yeah, homing in, and then it'll just say nothing, and then it goes back to the beginning, homing in on TiVo2, on Darewell. Yeah, but it isn't actually doing anything. You can see the TARDIS is not here because it wasn't dematerialized. So here's what I might do, I guess. I'll go back down to the bottom, and okay, all the way to the bottom, whoops. And yeah, we're just going to make a little change where instead of just saying it, we're going to do /execute at e name equals TARDIS dmat run, and then just do that. There we go. Control A, Control C, I guess. And then we'll just do Control A, Control V, and then just change this to Darewell as we had before. So yeah, now basically it'll only do that when it executes the TARDIS dmat, basically. You know what? I got a better idea, actually. Let's do execute if entity. So yeah, it'll only actually say that it's homing in if it finds the entity itself that is the TARDIS that is dematerialized. So yeah, it won't give you that message, basically, if you try to operate the controls and you're not dematerialized. And like we said, there's nothing in these ones yet, but there can be. Let's do this just so that we can see. Yeah, so it doesn't show up as anything's happening at all until we dematerialize, which we, of course, need a water bucket to do that. I still don't like this coolant system. I am planning on changing that in the future, eventually at least. So yeah, let's go. Lock the doors, dematerialize. Now that the TARDIS is dematerialized, it's traveling, and basically we need to just choose where it's traveling to at this point, and yeah, that's going to be by flipping this. Homing in on stairwell. Okay, we don't need it to home in on stairwell. Let's do it a couple more times till it gets back here. There we go. The TARDIS is homed in on our location. Here it is. And then all we do is just rematerialize and unlock. And there you go. The TARDIS has now come to our location. So yeah, I can foresee this feature being really handy if you need to go specifically to where someone's at. And now you can, obviously. Yeah, like I said, this was kind of based on the player locator feature in the Dalek mod, and I think I have done a good job of recreating it. But, you know, you guys can be the judge of that. Yeah, this has been my player locator feature